mean by double power? There's only one power in front of you! Reset it because it's a new week forever. Okay. Reset. Reset! Yeah! It's empty now! Let's see whose finger's faster. I mean, what? Anyway. Let me just adjust this, because this one is... Okay. Alright! This is Pawwawawa, idol in training from Project Dreamcatcher, who wishes you to have a Pawwawawa day! Hello. Hi. Hello. Why do you guys want to use 6-7? No! You two are fighting for it! What the sequel? Well, Roscoe's faster. Roscoe wins for this week! Omedetou gozaimasu! Yeah, pile up the excuses. How am I? I'm pretty good. But what are people trying to tell me that there's 2 power? What do you mean by 2 power? What do you mean by 2 power? I'm here! This is 1 power! Singular! 1 power! What's this 2 power? Yeah, only 1 power. It's like people were saying like 2 and I was like, what? They make you tell me to work on Monday. Okay. Only 1! Greedy exam! Yeah, y'all are too greedy. Anyway. Glad to see a lot of that being here. You heard 2 different sounds. I'm trying to look at OBS right now. There's only 1 sound. Unless... Let me count. Filters? Yeah. I didn't turn on echo. Is this heaven? No. What is my true power? Hello! I am not an item on the supermarket! Maybe they have 2 tabs. Okay, fair enough. Well. Hello? On today's Monday Yap, I am going to yap while eating. I'm eating instant noodles right now. I actually just finished cooking instant noodles because I feel like slipping noodles. Okay? It's like dark flavor, but it's like I think it's from like a Thailand brand or like Indonesia brand, so it's like super cheap. Super duper cheap. Dark flavor. Excuse me, I didn't stop. Basement what? Basement, it's Maggie. Kate, stop bringing down back. Yeah, I'm eating instant noodles because I literally just cook it. It's very hot. Hell yeah! Did you look at the title and go, hell yeah! I can finally bitch about why working blah blah pics. Thank you so much, YKW Gaming, for rating power. Hello everyone. Hi, Gamer Raider. Yippee. Hello. We got Raider on Twitch, Mina. Yay! Welcome to Power Stream. I am Pawwa, a idol in training from Project Dreamcatcher. And today we are yapping about horrifying workplaces that you have been through. Or you can share your story around. Or we listen to other people's horror stories about their workplace. Okay? Well, I used to work in a coffee shop, so yeah, I'm probably going to like get some coffee shop horror stories. Well, from yapping like this. I do singing streams, I do piano streams, I do ASMR streams, I sometimes do art streams as well, I sometimes collab. So you can get a lot of variety from my channel. I stream on both Twitch and YouTube. So, on YouTube you get lots of like different shots and videos as well. So yeah. Wait, by the way, what were you streaming? Baristas get so abused. I know, right? You feel bad for me. It's okay. I used to work there. I used to. It's all in the past now, so I can bitch about them. What do you mean my horror story working in basement? Now, you were playing a few separate games, but we ended up trying to learn a little Hanagana. Hanagana? You mean like katakana or hiragana? Because hiragana is like... Yeah. So that's hiragana. Ooh, hiragana is fun. It's fun until you memorize everything. And then you forget them. Because I've been there. And I forgot. Most of it. Hiragana. Management having to work with the... Excuse me, Irie, what are you yapping about? I'm trying to figure out the logic. You see, that was what I was trying to do for hiragana as well. But in the end, I gave up. So for me, it's more like you see this letter/symbol. You see it so many times that you know. Thank you so much, Ma, for the rose. Arigato. Hello, DJ. Hello. So right nowadays, it's literally people like in the chat room speaking to me in Japanese, and then my brain just goes over working. Like, like how when your GPU in your PC just overloads. I'm like, oh, which one does this mean? What's the pronunciation of that one again? Yep. That's where I'm at now. Working stories. What? Yesterday you're on PC. I mean, you see, like judging from the reactions of yesterday's stream, like the chat room, I have abstained myself from eating the tart. Sometimes your brain goes overload and goes oof. Big fat oof. Alright. I do notice Twitch and YouTube are talking about like two separate things, so let me just like join everything out. This channel consists of both me and Hanna, my twin sister, and she had a baking stream yesterday, and apparently it horrified the entire chat room. So YouTube chat is currently reminiscing about the horrors yesterday. Okay. Just gotta make sure that everyone's on the same page. Traumatized by tart. You love the idea of this sharing a stream. Thank you. But like Hanna and I are so different that we eventually like kind of find out that like, hey, we okay. Right now it's like afternoon 4 p.m. in Malaysia right now. But she is such an outgoing person and there's a lot of real life commitments. So usually she's not available during these times. She's more available around, say, our 9 p.m., which is like at least 5 hours after this current time. So she streams at a later time, depending on like, what dates we have decided for the week. So yeah. So it's more like a... Like our channel is more like a get one... What? Buy one free one. Buy one get one. Kind of channel. Yeah. It posture. Oh my goodness. Over Quatzer, slap that cockroach and just make sure that you don't get yourself cockroach milk. I mean what? Excuse me, what do you mean by entrepreneurial crazy. Oh, crazy. Okay, so where was I? Yes. Well, even though, right, all of you know me as like a hopeless little neat who just stays in the room for the whole day. Well, there are some days where I get very, very productive being in the room, okay? By like preparing so many things behind the scenes, okay? But, okay, gonna look a bit. Alright, thank you, YKW. Have a nice day. What is my sauce? Excuse me. Okay, I was so productive, okay? I recorded shots. I recorded other audios that are required by other people, okay? I draw. Well, I draw, but I have yet to show you guys, okay? Y'all probably can see in the future, okay? The genius basement. Excuse me, my room is not a basement. The true basement is wherever basement is staying at in front of the PC. Yeah, exactly. Cooking, okay? Alright? But before that, okay? Before knowing what a VTuber is, I used to work in a coffee shop and, not the best experience. Basement is a friend! Let me just slurp more noodles, cause like, I feel like this noodles is going to absorb all the soup. And like, I'll probably end up eating like a big plop of slop. Sloppy instant noodles! Horrifying. That's crazy, Charles. Is that how you race towards the basement? Exactly. You know what soggy instant noodle? I don't think it's extra flavor. It's like very soggy noodles are just sad. It's the same as like French fries, but whenever it becomes soggy, it's just sad, okay? Sadness intensifies, okay? Okay. Now, yeah, please, you have not eaten anything in 2,330 seconds. How much is... Thank you so much for the super chat, arigato. But what is 2,330 seconds? Well, I guess you can eat it. This instant noodle is very well made, well crafted by yours truly. Okay, you know why? Because before having this meal earlier, the meal that I had is like something similar to a beef stew, but it just has too much water in it. So it's a very watery beef stew. So I took most of the beef stew sauce, water at this point, as my cooking broth for this instant noodles. So it's very rich, very flavorful. About half an hour. Well, if you can... No. Cannot? No. It's so tasty, I'm not gonna share with you! You Canadians love soggy French fries. You call them poutine. Never tried. But soggy French fries, isn't it sad? That's sad. Mine! Richer than basements. Look, Jaro, hear me out, okay? If like you guys know that basement is not getting paid, right? But it cannot go for the talents. If I'm not getting paid, y'all are going to make the biggest drama out of the bloody industry, okay? So technically, we do have more food options than basement. Hello, MD. Welcome to Pawwa Stream. Welcome. Okay. I told you to cash out, you little shit! I told you to cash out so many times! You refuse! It is not my fault! I told you to cash out! You! want to read whatever basement. True gambler never catches out. Yeah, call basement a gambler. What the sigma? If we catch, I was gonna pay for the last. God damn it. I'm not a gambler. You cherub is a gambler. Alright, so I'm gonna start. Chaos demonic soul refer. Alright, let's get back to the topic of the stream. Let me tell you guys how I start. How did you even get the job? Let me tell you how I get the job, okay? Thank you so much, Ramon, for the continuous investment towards Pawwa and Hanna's channel. Arigato, arigato. Excuse me! Excuse me! What are you doing? Right. So, it was, okay? Because everything was in the past. So, I'm mostly referring it in past tense. It was a new open cafe. Okay? Alright? So, I was just being around in Neo KL, right? And then I was like, oh, hold on. There's a new cafe. Okay. Let's go have a look, okay? Whenever there's a new place, you go have a look, right? That makes sense, right? Right. And then I look around, okay, there's one barista, okay, and then there's like another person who's like handling everything. Right? Thank you so much, Horik. Had a ram for joining us at Barmy Cat. Right? So I was like, okay. I still remember what I ordered. I think I ordered a blueberry. Pretty sure it's blueberry. It's like a milkshake smoothie blended kind of thingy. Right? Usually expensive. You go to 1 week after opening. Here's a catch. There were no customers in there. It's new, but there was no customers. No. There were no customers. Right? So I was like, okay, let's go in there and like try. Okay. Try, drink, and then like as I enjoy my drink, okay, a guy, ironically enough, I think the guy's name was actually CK. Actually, let me check. One way to find out. I'm literally digging history from my phone. I'm literally digging history right now. I remember. This is like way before I know you, bro. Way before that. How do you find like a list of? Oh, friends are different. No. Let me find, cause I'm pretty sure, like I refer him as like some English name, but not like your conventional English name, like Robert or whatever, Sigma. It was not that. But I still like refer this dude as like some sort of like a short form name. You know what I mean? Short form name. Hello, Starry. Welcome to Pawwa Stream. Welcome. It'll be so funny if I block him, but I know my personality. I do not block people. I usually don't, which is why I cannot be a moderator. You see, chat. I will not block people. Okay, this is why I give this really important mission to Basement to do the job for the gosh, I'm literally like digging through like. Oh I only follow the co-owner. Yeah, this is a co-owner. Oh wow. Whatever. Yeah, but very something a name like CK, okay? Funnily enough. So, bro, dude approached me and he's like, what do you think about the drinks and the cafe? And I'm like, oh, it's pretty okay. Right? And then like bro, the moment I like start the conversation by replying, bro give me like an entire story. Okay? Hear me out. And he's like, yeah, you know, I this is my first time trying to do FMB. I actually never tried this industry before. Okay, used to I used to own a print shop in Neo Penang, and I'm like, ah! And I'm like, okay. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. What makes you want to do FMB now? And he's like, oh yeah, cause like you see, this shop has like two stories, like there's like a stairs for you to go up, and like I'm thinking of this place to be like a cafe, but then nighttime it can become a bar or something like that. I'm like, okay, you know, and bro just start his dream. Do not destroy people's hopes and dreams, and from the beginning, you get what I mean? I'm like, okay. And then he's like, oh, so like what makes you come here? And I'm like, oh yeah. I just kinda live nearby. Not anymore. You cannot find me anymore. I'm like, yeah, I live nearby, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then he was like, oh, if that's the case, would you be interested to work here? And I'm like, huh? And then he's like, yeah, you know, I'm looking for like, you know, a person who's doing like the waitress stuff as well, cause like I don't think I'll be here every day, right? I can do the opening, but like I'm not going to like stay here for like the entire, like the entire operational hours or whatever the thing. Hello, VTubers, welcome to Pawwa. Oh my god, the horror game is insane. Okay, no context, right? For those who are not in Malaysia, just in case if you are not aware, us Malaysians, the moment we get born, okay, we have an identity card. It's usually blue color. If it's not blue color, bro or sis probably has a story to tell you. But mine is blue color. Same as Hanna. Same as basement. Right? A basement. Oh, blue color, okay? So, when you get employed, usually the employer wants your details or whatever the sigma, right? Japan has the same call my number. Oh, Maji? Oh, Japan has the same. Nice. So something like that. What the sigma? My sister, no. That's crazy. All right. And then he's like, oh yeah, you know, if you have decided, you know, you can let me know. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hi, cause like you, okay. Just keep in mind, I'm now 18. You can imagine a few years ago, I was just too young. Okay, or whatever. I'm 18 every year. Who cares? But still, I'm young. Still young. You're so funny, Roscoe. So what was the word? Yeah, you can help. You can work here and help out. That's the thing. Help out. I'm like, oh, I can help out. Okay, help out. Yes, he tried. And it worked. Because that's literally my first job. 18 season 1, let's go! Yes. We are now 18 season 2. Right? We already have our first year anniversary, so we are past 1. Okay? But this happened when there's like 18 season 0.5 or whatever the thing. Yes. Right? Still very young mindset. And then after I work, I can get a job. I can, I can offer a slightly better life for Hannah because Hannah loves to eat. Otherwise, she's going to try to cook. Imagine the horror, right? So I was like, we need to get money so we can afford yummy food, more yummy food for Hannah. Am I safety? I mean, what? For Hannah, yes. Okay. Hello, Daniel. Welcome to Pawwa Stream. Welcome. So eventually, I'm like, okay. And I was very, very naive, cause like, Hannah cook. You can buy food. No, Roscoe, you can't. You have to like go outside, look at the sky, and go, oh, good old food, fall onto me. Something tastier than crunchy water, and food will fall from the sky. Okay. So after I agreed, and then I was like, okay, what is the process, right? Nothing better than crunchy water. AB, that's insane. Talking about horror roleplay. Bruh. Work stories. So I was like, okay, just let me know what the process is, right? Because like, hell if I know what the process is to get like recruited. Okay? And then dude's like, oh yeah, you get paid. You get paid 1.5k monthly. And I'm like, oh. Malaysian zaps, you can convert that into USD dollars to them. And I was like, oh, is there any, benefit? Like, for example, like, free meals or, yeah, yes. And then he's like, oh yeah, you can get like 1 free meal per day. I'm like, okay! Thank you so much, Roscoe, for the bits. Arigato. Thank you so much for the habits. Well, I mean, it was me who was 18 years old, 0.5. So, yeah, free food, right? I signed up for the free. The free food. You cannot say no to a free meal per day. EMPD give up. So I was like, okay. So then I start, right? So let me tell. Oh, Gerald, you gonna hear that in a bit, okay? Oh boy, don't get me started. So I was like, okay, just let me know like how I can, help out in the coffee shop. What do I do? Whatever. So as the day started, remember how I say that there's like a ground floor and a first floor? And then the first floor, they want to make it a bar. So, in Malaysia, okay, when they say that they want to have a cafe, they did not necessarily mean that they are going to start operating hours from like 7 a.m. No. That's not how it works in Malaysia, okay? If there's a place that says that, yeah, we sell coffee, right? Like from a coffee machine, what the Sigma, they are trying to sell lunch. So the operational hours was from 12 p.m. Like middle in the afternoon, 12 p.m. Okay? And remember how I say that it's a bar? And it's a very busy area. Like lots of people area. So, TLDR, the operational hours was from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. And I ended up doing the full shift. 6 days per week. Kill me. What shift? What shift when you cannot even find enough people to work? Okay? You can only find fools to join you. And why am one of them? No, I'm the only one of them. Okay. Okay. What kind of stupid idiot is going to sign themselves up right in front of you? Hi. No. Remember like how I was like, oh, just let me know like the application process or whatever. Bro literally took a photocopy of my identity card. And that's it. Oh, and bank and like bank payment details. And that's it. Which I was like, hold up. In Malaysia terms, where's my EPF also? In American terms, is where is my similar to 401k? Oh, well, our coffee just started. We cannot afford that. You have to understand, Pawwa. I am trying to do my FMB the first. When the coffee gets better, we are going to be better. Right? And we really appreciate your help for so much. For willing to work for so many hours. Let me breathe. And trust me, this is the beginning of the story. Obviously, we never have any issues of like paying me late. We didn't have that. Pay was always on time. So that's not an issue. But the rest. We are going to join to the rest. Hello, Nat. Welcome to Pawwa Stream. Welcome. So, as I start, I have to do consult. Cook, Gerald, same thing. We have to go through that shit, okay? This is life. No, as we started, I started with like things like just simple, doing the cashier job. Cashier, clean the tables. Remember the numbers of the tables? I'm always very bad at that. I'm so sorry, but like, I'm so bad at memorizing. I mean, I didn't even knew that there was employment law. So, I don't know that's a thing. How do you guys have critical? Same. Puntash, I've always asked these people in the chat room, how do you guys get that? Right? And then like, you see, here's the thing, right? As you work, you get to know people around you, and you start hearing things. More like, instead of hearing things, let's see what's the more accurate. Well, by the way, the dude is literally the boss. Like the one of like the main owners, right? Happens to have the same name as my current boss, Lamau. I guess I'm just going to call this dude Old CK. Old CK. Yeah. Because he sometimes is like, yeah, I'm divorced, I have a daughter, blah 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 blah, yeah, blah 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 blah. Whatever. Old CK. Yes. His name is Old CK. Oh no. Dude is like older. Dude is like older than this current one. Okay? And then like he will start going something like, hey, Pawwa, have you noticed like this dude? Not like always like not appearing, you know? It's like a previous barista, but like bro stop showing up. What do you see? And then like it's like, you know, I literally woke up and then like I saw like my phone text says like, I'm not coming in, whatever the fuck. I mean, whatever the thing, right? And eventually that happened more and more often. And he finally cannot stand him. And it's like, okay, you know what? How about no, bro? But I can imagine like why. Because like, you're not giving people like the basic benefits or whatever. Now that I think about it. But back then, you know what? I'm not, okay. I'm just going to say this in a way that I'm not saying it, but if you're smart enough, you can figure it out. Thank you so much, Lecturer. Arigato. I think bro intentionally makes the whole, yeah, he doesn't even show up that often, right? Because he's never on time or whatever the stigma. Due to the R reason. Okay? So, bro's like, well, now that I do not have a barista. Thank you so much, Nat. Thank you so much for the continuous support. Now that I don't have a barista anymore. Bro is like, Pawwa, would you like to try becoming a barista? And I'm like, I never do this before. No ski gets it. See, I told you guys. And then he's like, yeah, you know, actually like making coffee is not as hard as you imagine. Let's give it a try, right? So I actually try to learn, but I'm so bad at it. The espresso that I make, I destroy them. It becomes too bitter. Or like, is this? Oh, Roscoe, no. That's just the beginning of the horror stories. You tell me that, huh? I wish it was as streamy and fancy as the tomato stuff. 999. Job application, Joy! Job application, you are not supposed to show up that early. Oh my gosh, job application just reminded me. Job application, you reminded me. Wow. Thank you, job application, for reminding. I have that in mind before. It's the rescue. No. So, hello, how is stream? I am sharing my previous horror work story where I work in a coffee shop, but everything is kind of scary and a little bit sketchy there. So, that continue the story. Let's go. So, you imagine a person who never tried to make coffee is suddenly pushed to the task to make coffee. You shall conquer the coffee machine and make coffees for everyone. Bro. I hate coffee. Coffee's alright. It's just never my thing. And then cause you have to eventually practice and somehow get it right. I was drinking so much coffee because I have to practice, make it, and taste it, and try to figure out what went wrong. The amount of coffee, man. Alright. And the worst part is not even the espresso thing. Because the espresso thing is as long as you know the pressure of putting the whole thing in there, and you didn't over pressure or under pressure it, you're good to go. What's difficult is the milk. It is the milk. You got hired by Malay Sakana? No! You was a Chinese as well! You can actually burn the water. Yeah. You're so funny, Thai sister. It's what? You have to put the milk? No, you have to put milk in this stainless steel looking kind of cup, mug thing. And you gotta heat it up, right? So basically, one of the if you know coffee machines, it has this steamer, where water just steams out and it's piping hot. And you gotta put that in a certain angle, and then you hold the mug while having your other hand next to touching the cup, and you gotta make it spray until it's so vague. Okay, let me tell you. The way they taught me was so vague. You gotta keep holding the mug until it's too hot for you to touch. What do you mean? I have delicate skin. Of course I can feel the heat ASAP, bro. Painful. Every time when I have to do that. So I end up kind of ditching that idea. I use seconds instead. But I can't remember how long anymore. And when you make the milk, you have to somehow make it coffee artable. You know what I mean? Because if the milk that you kind of steam has too much bubbles on it, it's not gonna look pretty. It you cannot make pretty coffee art with it. I don't get it either. But I think what happened was it was a previous cafe, and then bro bought the stuff. So bro bought all the supply, all the apparatus and stuff, materials as well. And bro probably doesn't want to upgrade. And keep in mind, I know jack shit about making coffee, so I just have to follow. It was so ass, dude, because there was this one time he's oh yeah, today I have meet with the coffee supplier. She's gonna be here and she's gonna teach us as well, and then we can figure out more different types of coffees and stuff. And I'm like, bro. Hanuski, you're so funny. Yo, FBI, you're supposed to be in America. Thank you so much, Jomo MRE. Nice name for joining us at Mommy. Hands up. Right, so I eventually somewhat need to know how to make coffee. Even though after that, he actually hired another girl to do the barista job. But she's not so much of a fool like me. She does have work hours 6-hour shifts, like 6 hour or 8 hour. I have to do the rest. Air fryer. Sure, coffee machines can become a horror. Why not? Right? So I still have to eventually learn how to use the bloody coffee machine. Whatever. That is also the time when they were trying to quote unquote innovate and like, hey, here's matcha latte. What happens if I put 2 shots of espresso in it? And I'm like, it does not taste good. Thank you so much, Space Cat, for joining us at Army. Get out! Let me. Double shot is good. But you want to have it on top of a matcha latte? What is wrong with you? And I'm like, this tastes like us. Do not do this again. Thank you so much, Roscoe, for the pizza. Man, I still remember there's this one time. Literally opening the coffee shops like the first 30 minutes. Okay? So here's what happens like every day before we start operating. We have to check like the cashier machine and see if we have enough change. Like, do we have enough 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents, 1 ringgit bill, 5 ringgit bills, 10 ringgit bills, or whatever, Sigma. Hello, Warsex. It's just me. It's just me yapping about my previous work experience. Previous. I no longer work there. Okay. So we have to make sure we have enough change. And then I remember, okay, the first, not even 30 minutes, I say like 10 minutes, okay? Shop opens, the first girl who came in didn't order anything and just like, hey, I have like a 100 ringgit bill here. Can I like get some change for like 10s or 20s? And then like, I remember, okay, I remember why that happened because I heard that and then like my face just went. Sis, after that complaints, excuse me. Why are you complaining? Huh? Do you know I have to run to the other shops and like beg them for change? And now you are complaining mean to my boss. What's wrong with you, girl? That one pissed me off. Oddly. And no, I'm not apologizing. Why don't you go to a bank instead? Thank you so much, Nurski, for the half-hat Sonic Atonic. Daryl, do not try to export the coffee machine. I remember, like, the deal was like, do not explode the coffee machine. I paid like 30K for this coffee machine. Like, no, you're just stupid. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but you're stupid. Right? Okay. The cakes. Yes. Right? The cakes. In a cafe, there must be cakes. Oh. The cakes basically got it from some supplier. And then like, what's the worst tactic? Remember, when someone orders a cake, give them the most unfresh one because we need to clear stock. Save me, man. Me, man. But don't forget, you have to really try to sell the employment. Thank you so much, Roscoe, for the super chat. Arigato. The kitchen. Let me tell you, okay? The kitchen is smaller than this bedroom. Yes, you see behind me. The kitchen. A kitchen outside. You know how to cook? And like, bro's like, I don't. But I have a supplier. Oh my gosh! Whenever you say supplier, I have a supplier who have introduced me what kind of meals that I can sell. And I was like, oh, is that so? Okay. And then it's like, okay, when the supplier, not the when the supplier arrives, when the food arrives, right? And I'm like, oh, there's food, so we can have like we can sell food. Me goes to the kitchen, look at the food in the freezer, in packets. Yeah, look how convenient is this. Cut off the plastic package, open it, toss it on the plate, microwave it, and it's a whole spaghetti meal. Ah! Yes, of course, would know. But you know what? In what condition the customers, okay? When you try to do that, but you try to sell fish. Thank you so much. Maybe you're for joining us up, mommy. Hands up. When you try to sell fish, okay? Literally like fresh, like not fresh. Sorry, not fresh. Yeah, no. Imagine you try to sell. Oh, I'm gonna sell salmon with salad or whatever the sigma. Out from the freezer, microwaves, gets complaints. Excuse me, why is the inner part cold? Thank you so much, Mark, for the happens arigato. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Let me try to like get it sorted in the kitchen. Tosses it into the microwave again. Gerald doesn't like. Hello, Pascal. Welcome to Pawwa stream. Welcome. Just I'm getting a little bit agitated. I mean, a little bit as a understatement. I'm talking about my previous work experience, which I am totally justified to yap about and complain about because boy, they are such a failure. Okay, I felt so bad. Fresh from the freezer. I don't have a heart rate monitor. It'll be interesting. I have one. If I have. I felt so bad, right? Because at the beginning of the day, the boss was so excited. He's like, Pawwa, okay, we have a reservation of like 20 student kids or whatever, like 20 college uni kids. They are going to have some sort of a party, okay? We are going to prepare like how many portions of this dish, how many portions of that dish, and I'm like, okay, sounds good. And then like it became like a fucking. Because everyone's confused and stuff like that. Gosh. Those were the days I do not want to reminisce. Okay. I'm a big hater of him. And I'm like, boy, how miserable can this place get? And like, eventually, okay? Eventually, I am more familiar with like the process of a kitchen. Oh, this kind of food, how to heat it, what kind of place to put, okay? All that kind of stuff. Hello, Aru Supremacy, welcome to Pawwa, okay? And then like, eventually, what do we move on to? Oh, what? The storage, the stock. How many plastic cups do we have? How many like hot takeaway cups do we have? I literally have to pull out a very like old whiteboard in the storage room and record it down. We have 3,000 cups of this one. We have 2,000 of this one. The cup, like, what do you call like the tower of the whatever the sigma? Right? I was doing all the record keeping. CK. Here's the thing, right? Cause I do like work for like 6 days a week, and like, you know, sure, I start at 12, right? And it sounds great and all, but there are times when we have to like close the day, and I make sure everything is clean, and then I make sure that like we every transaction works well, and then we have to do calculations, and like sometimes we can only close the shop at 1 a.m. And like, is it possible to like get paid a little bit more? Why does her voice sound like Iron Mouse's? You know what? Pretty sure that me and Iron Mouse, we have like a really, really huge distinct like difference. She speaks in Espanol. I speak in Malaysian. You could say that we kind of sound the same, but we will never be the same person. Bro, that's a good name for a tail's cat. Alright. And he's like, you have a fair point, Pawwa. Okay, here's the thing. How about I raise your pay to 1.8k, and I see this raise as food allowance. Yeah. Right? I can see how hardworking you are. And like I have already raised your pay for you. Okay? Pawwa, you have to understand. Okay? I'm just a co-founder of this cafe. Okay? There's another co-founder whose name is Sim, like SIM. Why did I know? Because I dug through my entire Facebook page and I saw, oh, that's a co-founder's name. Okay? Okay? And like, just like he invested in like this coffee shop as well, so I have to pay him like 3k per month. No! Not the fee! You little shit! What rate? You never talk about rates with me! Okay, and you have to know, like rent in this area is very expensive. Can you chat? Can you feel the PUA? Can you feel the gas lighting already? That's crazy. Hello, thank you so much, LDF, for rating this channel. Welcome, join us, associates. Welcome, join us. I'm Pawwa, a VTuber from Project Dreamcatcher, who's currently yapping about my previous work story. Back when I worked in a cafe and how a local old CK, yes, bro have the same name, gaslighting me to work 6 days a week from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. with a raise pay of 1.8k per month. No, because I have to like get extra money, right? Because like for a better living condition of me and Hanna, because she likes to eat. This is that sounds like how you will love it. Okay, let's just give like the raiders a new recap of what happened. This old CK dude, he used to own a printer shop. Okay, it's his first time doing F&B. Worked in a printer shop in Neo Penang before. Co-founded with his friend / bro or whatever the sigma. Okay, have this coffee shop going, and like bro literally just put money and invest in this place. Doesn't really shows up. Gets paid 3k per month, and me working my freaking A off, and I get paid initially 1.5k. And after working for a few months, I was like, I think I should get a pay raise just because I work from 12 to 12. Sometimes I have to stay all the way until 1. I get 1.8k. You can get 1.8k. The extra pay is prose words. Okay? So imagine, because so this is not just a coffee shop. This shop has a ground floor and a first floor. The first floor is a bar. That bar opens after 8 p.m. Okay? And do you know what that means? That means upstairs, people can literally go, we're gonna order 2 cartons of beer. Me taking the beer, running up, pop, 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 pop. Here's it, here's it, here's it. Ray runs down, trying to get everything sorted. Okay? What's the worst kind of things? I look like a mess. I work for so many hours. Okay? And on the upstairs, it's a bar. It's dark. Not much lights. Dudes look at me and like, hey, wanna add each other on WeChat? Whoa! Give us up! Hey, my love! Ah! My sister, I'm too busy for that. I need to get I have to make sure the kitchen's I have to make sure the kitchen is done exploding. I have to make sure nobody's stealing money from the kitchen. From the machine. What mental health courage? Okay, the moment I try to step in society, society beats me up all the way from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. You tell me. Okay? I look like a mess. I smell like a mess. Okay? Imagine with this long hair running up and down, up and down. Real life restaurants themed with mini games. I do not enjoy mini games when I get. What's the English word? When I get picked up by random guys who drank too much beer. And I'll be like, excuse me, I'm too busy. Run! 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 Run the F. Okay. And what else? What else did the dude say? Like, oh, because this area is like a good area, and therefore rent is expensive. We have to pay so much per month already, right? And then we have to on the top of that, we have to cover food costs, we have to cover bills, and blah blah blah. So this is as much as I can afford to pay you 1.8K per month. Funnily enough, I remember one of the food menu that actually does well. That does not come from a freezer. I remember this one. I call it the student burger act. Because he was like, oh yeah, look how popular Ramly Burger is. We should try to sell burger as well. I think he was trying to sell for like 10 or 12 ringgit. And it's like, okay, we have to make sure this burger really looks good for people to order. So we actually bought fresh buns, fresh materials, and grill the meat, stack them. That was a fun part. That was a fun one because a lot of people ended up buying it. How bad our business are? Neo KL, yeah, that's Neo KL for you, everyone. Neo KL, horror story. Alright? Give them burger, give them some fries, they'll become happy. And it's cheap! And you know that actually went well for a little while. Pretty good, right? Because every student's like those uni students oh, that's cheap or whatever. And so funny. I remember this one. Okay. Basement, I'm just going to share the story about like how dude hired like a new worker and this new worker have an entire arc. But stop me if you feel like that's too racist, okay? It's a foreign worker who can speak English. Bro came up to the shop one day casually, says like, "Oh, are you hiring people?" Thank you so much, Pawwa, for the half hands arigato. Alright. He's like, "Oh, are you hiring?" Okay, like, cause I'm like looking for a job. I can't remember what country he's from. He speaks fluent English. He's like, from what kind of impression does he give? He gives me the impression of like, you can see this dude working in the shawarma place. I never tried to find the nationality because it doesn't matter. I was too tired from that. They show up and ask for your, yeah, they will be, yes, Middle Eastern, there we go, yes, Middle Eastern, right? And it's like, this is my, what do you call resume? Yeah, yeah. Right? This is my resume, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, oh, hey, boss, someone's asking for like work. And then like, here's his CV or whatever, right? The CV looks very fancy. Used to work in this hostel. Used to work in this hotel. Used to work this for a few years. And then like, the boss is like, it doesn't matter. He could have just made this up. And I'm like, you have a point. And bro ended up hiring him anyway. And then like, you know what's the funniest thing that my this old CK say? But somehow it became like it turned out to be true. Cause he's like, I would never trust people like this. Initially, he will be like being all this perfect, being very, very like, outstanding or whatever. But trust me, give them 2 weeks, they are going to stop showing up more often. They're going to be very lazy. And it turned out true! How? He's like, I've seen enough people like this. I might be for this, but like, bro's like, even though this is my first time doing FMB, I've seen enough people like this, and I'm like, bro, thank you so much, LTF, for the headband. Oh man, instinct, Ankh instinct, bro. That's great. Crazy. And then like, I remember there was this time I asked, hello, Kagome, welcome to Pawwa Stream. I asked him, I was like, why do you want to open this cafe? And he's like, you know what? At this point, I don't mind sharing the name of the cafe, cause it doesn't exist anymore. And he's like, you see, Pawwa, back when like so like me and my co-founder, like we love bikes. Like they are into bikes. Like they have big bikes. Like there are times when like they get like their group of friends and like big bikes. Okay, I'm not going to say the name. Right? And then they're like, we have decided to like do this cafe. So like our like us bikers, when we want to find a place to sit together, right? We can sit in this cafe or whatever. And I'm like, oh, lovely, beautiful hopes and dreams, right? Right. I'm like, okay. Yo, water cubby, that's so sad. That's crazy. Intern. Where's my internship? Bro, just push me into employment. Because we don't have enough staff. And then, well, I think like most of the time I do try to be like punctual. The worst I can do is show up at 12:30, but that has to be like the worst. I usually showed up like on time. Hello, ask Magnus. Welcome to Pawwa stream. Yo, General. Don't you always mention that's crazy. Well, in like, oh my. So eventually, what else happened? Right? Because they were trying to like create so many fancy stuff. Oh no, thank you. I'll pass. I'll pass. Okay. At one point, they have like they kind of cleared the back side of like the ground floor, and they're like, oh, we could have some music or whatever. So there were times when there's like piano performances, yada yada bada bada, or like singer. Funnily enough, that makes me actually like know a person who does music. They are currently still doing music. I'm not going to say names, but I don't really have any contact with them anymore. It's fun. I say it's fun. It's weird, but fun, in a sense. I think that's what happens when you try to know new people. Or people who just don't go on your radar. Because like the entire time of the quote-unquote acquaintanceship or friendship, humongous eccentric vibes. Like, this person is very eccentric. This person is really wacky. And I'm like, are musicians like this? But not the worst. Not the worst. I still feel the coffee shop stuff is still like one of the most horrible things ever. Big jungles? Not really. You know what? I can share some stories, but I'm not going to share here. I am okay to share that with Basement, and Basement will understand why I don't want to share it here. Later, I can share that with you later. But yeah, very interesting, very interesting. That's what I'm going to say. So y'all have been probably curious. Okay, Pawwa, you put yourself in such a dreadful situation. How did you get out? Unfortunately, I cannot say how. It's very personal. So eventually, okay, TLD lah, okay? I got out from it. I shared the spicy stuff already. The ones that are too personal, I'm not gonna share. Eventually, I got out. Okay? I can tell you a timeline though. I won't tell you what year, but I can tell you what month. I don't exactly remember when I got hired, but I remember that I quit, quote unquote, quit in July. And when I actually finally revisit, the following March, the coffee shop's gone. It's dead. Damn right. I'm very important. Y'all lose me? You're dead. That's right, chat. Here's the moral of the story, okay? If you find yourself being very underpaid, underdeserved, the best revenge is to quit the job and watch them fall! Watch them burn! Makata? Good! What next? I'm gonna listen to all y'all stories, okay? Because after that arc... Okay. This is on fire! Okay. Because, like, there was no sign a barrel, exactly. Because I don't know what happens next. Okay? And you're like, Pawwa, well, you don't get paid. After that, you quit. Well, so what happens next? Basement? Ignore this next line. I'm going to be very cringe towards the chat room. What happens next after losing 1.8k per pay for working for 6 days and 12 hours per day? Counting on you then! Zap, 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 zap! and YouTube ads. And Twitch ads. Thank you so much, Roscoe, for the bit, Sonic. Oh, stop blinking! Pawwa's Visage of Amateur. Yee! I don't want to go for that. Ew. Very nice. Too horrible. I'm gonna eat instant noodles. I'm gonna continue my instant noodles, okay? Nowadays, right? I am chronically online. I eat instant noodles. Okay? And I rely on Twitch and YouTube. But at least I don't have to see crazy people like that. Okay? When I say touching grass is dangerous, I'm not just bluffing. Yes. I am currently going to see if anyone has a story to share. And I'm going to pick on the conversation and we're gonna focus on one story at a time. Okay? Let's see how this is going to go. My eyes are glued on... Should we do marshmallow, chat? I mean, I can see how it can work via marshmallow. But can everyone open marshmallow? If all of you can open marshmallow, then I'm just going to pin the marshmallow link. Hello, Hakali. Welcome to Pawwa Stream. Welcome. Let me just go. Share your work, horror stories. Yeah. Pin. Share your work, horror stories. Yeah. Pin. Alright, and I'm going to look at chat room. You can send without signing in. Okay. So that's good, Okay. Now that I just pin it. Thank you so much, Roscoe, for the super chat. Arigato. I'm sorry, but you all do not have the clearances to... What do you mean by clearances? What is clearances? What does clearance even mean? What clearance? What does that even mean? どういうこと? Tell us that. No! Okay, then no. Top secret agent! Ah, kawaii! Top secret agent! ちょっとかっこいいね。Thank you so much, Roscoe, for the super chat. Arigato. If you do not even know what clear is, then you're okay. What's the clear? Some Area 51 stuff? What? Roscoe run at Area 51 too many times and get detained by aliens? That's a crazy work horror story right there. Feel free to share your work horror stories, everyone. Please use marshmallow and tell me all about it. Hello, Funche. Welcome to Power Stream. Morning. Yeah, the only clues, yeah, is the seal. I don't know what that is, Roscoe. Thank you so much, Gilbert, for the super chat. Arigato. Are you bridging it? The horror story was. Oh no. Oh no. Mark, stay alive. Stay alive. You gotta stay strong. I know the grass is too scary, but you gotta stay strong. Maybe he works at. But isn't Bermuda a place where people just like disappear? But Roscoe's here. He didn't disappear. He's just eating crunchy water while typing. You know, look at me. Wow, too late. You got locked in basement by basement number 1 probably. I'm sorry, I cannot help you with that. I cannot even help myself. You want me to help you? Crazy. After eating like this, it's always instant noodles, right? After you eat, you have to drink water because it's just so salty. Welcome back. The scariest is your investment, and there's the third. Crazy. You can tell us one. Share it with the class, everyone. Or you can put in marshmallow. You don't have to write your name. So you can keep like, you know, your name a secret kind of. That's crazy, Tyson. Cheryl, why? Why do you have to like create such a torturous? Apparently you can't. Oof. Oof. Basement doesn't need food when they what? Y'all got dragged into basements, and that's the end of story. Your story is so short. I'm so sorry, everyone. But y'all gotta give more context. Not just I got dragged into the basement. The end. It's a little bit stuff. Don't you think so? Such stories? They're like, okay. Right? We are here mainly like hopefully to see like work horror stories due to like being employers. Roscoe, thank you so much for this much. Yeah, someone's not camera. Cooked, 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 cooked. You said marshmallow. It's not showing up. Wait, let me just. Refresh. Thank you so much, Ma, for the super chat. Arigato, arigato. What flavor? It's like dark. Like quack, 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 quack. I cannot see it. Huh. Oh, wait. Hold up. Hold up. Let me big brain. Let me big brain. Let's see if I can. Okay, let me tell you, everyone. You rendered a full HD 3D picture. It took 13 hours and 16 USD gone. Bruh, you got scammed, bro. Thank you so much, Ma, for the super chat. Arigato, arigato. It say negative comments will get. Really? Imagine you're doing animation. Bro, that's why you gotta like, is it possible to like save? Save nonstop? Hold on. Let me check if like marshmallow give. Oh, marshmallow doesn't even say anything in the no. Yeah. Refresh again. Not there. What the sigma? Thank you so much, Ma, for the super chat. Arigato, arigato. You're just spamming that. Hello, Craig. Welcome to Pawwa stream. Roscoe got. Oh no, Roscoe got kidnapped already. Oh no, this is too cook, man. Roscoe, you gotta stay alive. How else are you going to watch me fill up this job application? You try Twitch? Okay. I'm pretty sure it's the same bloody link. Cause like, it's just copy paste. Oh no! Basement is quiet as well! Where's the FBI? But what if like FBI can help? Y'all never think of that possibility. Cook, man. He got kidnapped. Oh man! I was about to set up and like prepare for the scary job application form to fill up too. He's gonna miss out. Oh no! Oh no 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 no! You used to work for Domino's! That's crazy! Okay! Berkshire! Yeah, let's go! Okay. Ma used to work for Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza. You have 3 stories. You delivered pizza to a home with like 20 dudes. It was like only 2 pizzas. So, you were suspicious, but you had to deliver anyway. Sorry. You got there, then they started slowly surrounding you, and they say if you want. No! That's crazy! That's crazy! That's crazy! I'm so sorry! What the sigma? Ouch! I'm so sorry! Reading your first story actually made me clench my ass! Actually, I'm so sorry! What did I say? FBI and Rosalind silent at the same time considers I think not! I have a work horror story. I worked once, it was horrible. I'm so sorry. Yeah! What the sigma? That's not worth it! You're just giving the pizza! You're not giving yourself away! Wait! They didn't. Hold up. They asked if you wanted the tip. They didn't even tell you how much they are going to pay. That's crazy. It got worse. Why am I not surprised that it got worse? Of course things get worse. We live in a society. Of course it got worse. Where? Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright, chat. Now ready? I'm just going to see where I can put this on. Ah! What the hell is this? Hold on. Did the black color thing go away? Yeah. It's a job application. Does this scare you? It's a job application. I'm gonna fill this shit up because y'all want me to fill it up. That's crazy. Y'all want me to fill this shit up? Are you kidding me? Keep reading. Alright. They want the pizza with optional toppings. That's crazy. Insane. I hope you quit that job after you got potentially S8. Like, you was just trying to deliver pizzas. Like, what the sigma? Alright. Cat, we're gonna do job application. Application. You did it, buddy! What? Excuse me! Are you trying to tell me that, like, under extreme situations, you might be willing to sell your ass? Please don't! Does Army count as rock horror? Oh my gosh, how much can you share? You can post, okay, you can send it in like a marshmallow as well if you like don't want to really like have your name slapped on it. You don't. Oh no. Tell your donkey you have a donkey? Don't, cause you already have a job. My job is I'm being YouTube and Twitch's slave. Do so many hours just trying to get a few dollars out of them. I gotta fill this up. Job application. Personal information! How dare you, job application, asking for my personal information? My full name is... Oh, what the... Thank you, Hey, basement. You know last time, like, after that like one stream where they realized like under like our tag actually that's the word Tigris. They were schizoing about Tigris being my last name. Should we let that schizo happen or not? Last name Pawwawawa. Okay. Date. Chang. Address. Can't get dogs. I will only write the city. That's a long name. I know, right? You know, sometimes like you can't help it when you are born with such long name. You just can't help it, right? Email. Hey, basement, borrow your email. Gonna borrow basement's email. Sponsors, if you want to sponsor this channel, you can email to this Gmail. Yeah. Just want to get shot. Job application. Ew, get scared. Wow. It's the chat. Chat wants me to fill up a job application. Phone. What phone? I don't have a social security number. Chat, and I cooked. And I'm cooked. I don't have that. Date available. Well, I'm chronically online, so it's the side of face. $1 million a month? Why should I limit myself to 1 million? Infinite money glitch, let's go! What evil power? No. It's trying to ensure that I have a good life with Hannah together. Can I express how much you hate your applications using Blade? This is why exactly I am filling it up so you don't have to do it. Position up. Oh no, chat. What kind of Okay, hey chat. What kind of position should I apply for? You read a story about how some dude here in Australia applied to freaking AI application checker. And let me tell you, that thing's evil. Basement white. CEO? CEO. Employment desired. Do you see, chat? I'm currently doing this as part-time. Part-time is half. So I'm going to say part-time so I can fill up the other half. So I can do this and get into this whatever job as well. To be a CEO of a CEO. Is that option for 7 hours now? Employment eligibility. Are you legally eligible to work in the US? Hey chat, I have a US visitor's visa. Does that count? Does that count? I don't think Ice is happy with that. We won't tell them? Yes. God damn it, Jero! The moment! This is the first page! And we are so cooked, chat! Well, and we never know if they didn't track it, right? Have you ever worked for this employer? For who? For who? No. Because if yes, I have to write the start and end date. Have you ever been convicted of a felony? Hell no! A felony! Education. SMK Boom. Raya! Watch the law video if you did you say? Neo. From Pawwa and Hanna to Form 5. Got kicked out. What criminal history execution me? What diploma? What college? Not even SPM. Got kicked out, man. Got kicked out from high school. How sad is the story? The saddest you can ever meet. This is the first page, man. Imagine this is the first page. Second page. You only see the first page of the bloody job application on Twitter. You never see the rest of it. Okay, Roscoe, it's alright. Perfectly fine. It's all good. Enjoy your day, okay? Frontiers even scarier. Previous employment. Oh, shite. Okay. Employer 1. Funnily enough. Oh, I keep forgetting. I only remember his name. It's like the old one. I don't think he has an email address. I can't remember his phone number anymore. He's based in Neon Penang. Starting pay. Let's go. Okay. For the sickness of being fair, we're gonna break those conversions, chat. Okay. RM to USD. Okay. My starting pay was 1.5k. Oh my gosh. That's very sad now. Yo, that's so sad. That's how much I used to get paid. Ending paycheck. How far did my development arc went? That's not any better, chat. I hate my life. Job title. Wow. Back then he was like, can you help out? So my title is helping out. Okay. Responsibilities. Okay, chat. Here we go. Let's see if I can fill it up. Cashier. Barista. Kitchen. Cleaning. Bar. Upstairs. another one is like the what? Storage. Stock. Keeping. God damn it. From I can't remember to July. Reason for living. I will never write it out. That's it. Because the others are like more. At least with paper applications back in the day, there was a chance to be read instead of being auto-tossed. Oof. There are reasons, yes. Fish. Second prank. Alright. Third page. References. References! Professional only! Chat! Anyone here who's a professional? So y'all can have your names here! Help me out! Tastiest! Oh, Roscoe's busy. He's busy. I had to fax him, bro! You are really old, Zap! Professional Zap! Who's gonna be the first professional Zap? You gotta submit your full name, your relationship, your company, your title, your email, and your phone. I have 3 people here. 3 spaces. You can do it? Okay, Mar. Okay, your first name is Mar. What's your last name? Yeah, see, you can be featured on my job application. The professional basement dollar. I'm gonna put yours next. Basement, okay, basement. Your last name is K, okay. The second one is basement. Professional title, basement dollar. You have to work to be a reference. Okay, relationship. Oh. Okay, chat. What is our relationship? You're saying weird things right now. Haha, no ski. Give up. Not that one. No. Stop being delusional. Oh my. Ew. Down bad. Horrendously down bad. Ew, poi. Company. What company? Parent. What company are you in? Large winery. Basement? You want me to put your productions? What's your type? No! Title, okay. Senior definition. See? Long name. Email should be optional. Phone can be optional. Who uses phone nowadays anyway? Oh shoot. We have one more, chat. Who should we put? Don't worry, Craig. I'll leave the rest at the bottom for you. No. Craig's on the military service. Jaro? Gonna put Jaro? Damn it, Mintinya. Who's gonna be my last reference? Who's gonna be it? Direct dictator? When did Jaro become a dictator? He's behaving? What do you mean? Quincy. Okay, Quincy. So your first name is Quincy? Last name is Robin. Professional poker player. Stop. What's your company name? You can be a reference? Whoops, a bit too late. Kangaroo rider. Whatever, okay. Quincy, you're on? Go. Okay, next section. Craig Vtuber, are you a veteran? For the rest, you can either put real stuff or make it up for me. Yes. Oh my gosh. Don't care, Jero. Look. Here's Craig's name here. Whoa! That's a very long time. Yo, you suffered for so many years in there. Yo. Awesome. Oh my gosh, it would be so fun if like this application is actually like fueled by dabs for dab. I think that would be a very fun one. Oh shoot. Such a power. Bloody heck. Why am I not surprised that dab is a military rat? Yeah, we have some very interesting dabs in here. Type of discharge? What does this mean? What do you mean by type of discharge? If you're discharged, you're discharged. There's types? There's types? What does that even mean? Where is types? Okay, what are the differences? Okay, y'all gotta educate this VTuber for you, okay? What do you mean by you? Huh? And for what reason? See, basement has a point. Really? Dishonorable medically? No, Craig, man. You did your country good. Damn. Sometimes you quit. Sometimes you get kicked out for being bad. Sometimes you kicked out for breaking every limb. Ugh. Background check consent. If asked, are you willing to consent to doxing? Alright. Applicant understands that this is an equal opportunity employer and committed to excellence through diversity. In order to ensure this application is acceptable, please point or type with the application being fully completed in order to be considered. Me, the applicant, certify that my answers are true and honest to the best of my knowledge. If this application leads to my eventual employment, I understand that any false or misleading information in my application or interview may result in my employment being terminated. Roscoe definitely got big. No! It's not a competition! Signature! Date! What's the last one? Print name. See, chat. I get the job! Thank you so much for the wishes, everyone. Arigato. Thank you for the references, Steps. Thank you for being able to be my references and if you receive a phone call, okay, and they're like, we would like to consider our applicant Pawwa, okay? Can you tell me what kind of character she is? Okay, y'all better answer it nicely, let me tell you. Hello, Fed. Hello, welcome to Pawwa Stream. Welcome. No false information for real, okay? We fill that application together with the only and true honesty on one and only, okay, chat? See, Koharu, that's why I didn't include you. Don't worry, I'll make sure to tell them it's in their best interest to hire me. Yeah! Of course, she's the hardest working, most dependable, most hardworking. Did I mention hardworking? And of course, she's cute to what? What? Might be rejected for There are some knowledge that's better stuff and consumed by them, especially for the people who are about to hire me. What? Oh, hello. Thank you so much for the compliment. Arigato. Welcome to Pawwa Stream. Welcome. We just filled up a job application upon the request of the chat room because they really want to see how I fill out my job application. Crazy. Can't leave Pawwa Leaf anymore on instant budak. But it's cheap. What can I do about it? It's cheap. What do you mean, Craig? Stop, should write reference. They can tell me how scary. No! Well, they gotta know You know, like people who live in Neo KL, because it's Neo KL, right? People tend to be very interesting, including me, yours truly. When you negotiate your salary, make sure you ask for $80 an hour. Gosh, we wish everyone in the chat room now, including the entire basement, wishes that we get paid $80 an hour. What are you yapping? Oh, she's leaving. God damn it, Craig! Don't remind me already. Yana, I know. This is what happens when I'm not doing this full time. You're getting paid like a few dollars from me. Get paid a few dollars from YouTube and Twitch. Yeah. But that's like Roscoe. Now you're just flexing. What the Sigma? Bro, don't flex like this. Roscoe, here's the thing. You know, like $80 is like 335 Malaysia ringgit. See, Roscoe, now everyone's trying to get a job from you. See, that's why sometimes I'm like, you really cannot expose yourself like that. That is still a lot. Now that I think about it, why not have Pawwa as the what? The what? Don't give us the puppy, are you? Damn! I feel like everyone in the chat room, including me, we feel like we why do I feel like getting attacked? Steps can clean floors. They have to see some. Hold up. Chat. We have a marshmallow coming in. Okay. Okay, no name. Okay. Anonymous Jap. Chat. Anonymous Jap. Anonymous Jap. Horror stories. Let's go. Hello. Welcome to Pawwa Stream. Welcome. Long story short. This Jap was a mall security for a small mall in an area full of malls. Coworker wanted to be a cop but couldn't due to reason. Okay. Took it out on all the customers. Acting like what he thought a cop was like. That's crazy. Hello, Blue. Welcome to Pawwa Stream. Welcome. That's crazy. Like, don't you have to like? Okay, but at least like I can tell you, like in Malaysia, you have to go through like the police school or something like that, or some sort of institution like before you can like become a cop. Twitch, welcome to Pawwa Stream. Welcome. You found the owner and the manager. Damn, that's crazy. Interesting way to get a pay raise. For real. I'm just going to put the marshmallow on screen so you guys can get it. Yeah, Police Academy. There we go. Yep, that's the one. Alright. Now, you can see. Long story short, mall security for small mall in an area full of malls. Coworker wanted to be a cop, but couldn't due to reasons. Interesting. Took it out on all the customers. I can see why now. Acting like what he thought a cop was like. What the Sigma? Cops definitely do not act like the way that he imagined it. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Constantly got in trouble. trouble. Are you sure that he wants to become a cop? We had to keep fixing his problem. Big oof. He is especially harsh on high school kids. That's a bully. When he's barely older than one. Yeah, bro, you're not getting that job. Kept picking on them that he's turning into a Damn. Kids came around just to get him to fire up. Okay, you know what? That's why kids are kids. But bro played around, and find out. He finally got laid off. Don't have to fix his problems anymore. All the kids are gone. Apparently the kids are there only because he's around. Lost 1/3 our traffic that way. Okay, but here's the thing, right? You lose that traffic, sure. But I don't think this traffic is actually bringing business opportunities to the mall. So, it's a good thing eventually. It's a good thing. Did bro deserve to get fired? Absolutely. Totally sorry for the loss of you to get through and having a bloody shite coworker like that. What the? Man, that's just why. Like, real life is scarier than we can. Sometimes, right, you just do not need a coworker for a reason. Maybe that's why basement likes to be in the basement. What coworkers? Sure, 2 dudes. The 2 dudes can be coworkers, but that's pretty much about it, right? Working is a nightmare. Please never get a job. I don't know, man. I know. Never get a job is crazy. You're too rich. Never get a job. What the Sigma is this? One day I was going home tired and sweaty. I'm going to have a shower, but wait, the boiler malfunction. I have to go to cool shower. Who wrote this? That's not a horror story. That's just a horror story. Hello. Who wrote that? Probably Mar. Really, Mar? Really, out of all people, you? Nah. Sounds like tastiest, yeah. Cause like Ma told the story about like delivering pizza and almost sold his ass. Still don't know how to feel about being paid more to be retired than you ever got paid working. You know what, Crank? That is encouraging all of us to be retired, but it's not an easy path. Maybe you should stay. What? Maybe you should be a stay-at-home dad and sell King account. It's crazy. You don't know how to use my show. Okay. Oh yeah, but hey, you know what? At least you got a compliment. People say that you have a nice ass. Another work horror story. One guy followed Mar back to the store and boxed your car in when you parked. He got out of the car and started chasing you with a bomb. You called the cops, but they didn't do anything when they found the car. I hope your insurance paid. Another horror story. There was a bomb threat behind the pizza shop, but we had to continue working as if there was a bomb squad. Is this normal in America? Is this normal in the Ego Land? you had the job for? Okay, that's less than a year. That's like an entire pregnancy period. You started a job, and then when the baby pops out, and that's where you have to start spending money, the job's gone. The society's cooked, Cat. We are so cooked. It's an over Tuesday. Oof. Hello, welcome to Pawwa Stream. Welcome. Your spookiest experience is having to work. Oof. Yo, what kind of work did you have? How is that normal? No, that's not normal. That's not normal. Oh no. I say the word and everyone typed. What the sigma? You're not working. You're doing what is computational? I know what biology is, but what is computational? Is that just computer science? Cheryl, I don't think you get paid for that one. You also had a lady ask you for rice order. What? That lady doesn't want to pay petrol! What is even considered normal when doing a job? I don't know. To clock in and clock out at the exact time? To not feel uncomfortable? Gosh, that a basement! Sorta, you develop computational programs to predict. I see, interesting. Almost like I'll do anything. That's crazy! I'll do everything for a ride. What if what if the princess is like, I'll like, oh my gosh, no, run! You're so funny, Gerald. So funny. YouTubing is the most normal job. Okay. YouTubing is okay. If you try to look at like YouTubing as a job, apart from like the people who work with YouTube, the company, a person with a YouTube channel who wants to run a YouTube channel, you are basically like doing content creation as a business and do branding. That's a lot you gotta cover then, man. Hello, Shadow Reaper Boss. Welcome to Pawwa Stream. Welcome. Delivering pizza is something you want to try. Ma, stop this guy! Stop this guy! He wants to do pizza delivery! Ultimately, cook. Shall cook. Don't do it. Don't do it. However, women got paid way more in tips than you. We wonder why. I never do pizza delivery. I will not know. I'm so sorry. Damn. Well, from my story, don't work in a coffee shop. From my story, don't work as a pizza delivery person. What is the advice? Okay. What is the advice you will give to the people in the chat room who are yet to graduate from university / college / whatever the sigma? What is your advice? Basement you can chip in. What is the why? You jump! Stop getting allergic to the jump, Thai sister! From my stupid work experience, my advice is if this employer refuses to cover your 401k/EPF SOXO, run! Basement! Your advice is not start a degree if it's not worth it money-wise. Started a job, get internships 1 or 2. Yeah. Basement Lamau! Do not become an artist, designer, and animator. Graphic designer! Your advice, never sell yourself short and always ask for more than they offer. But drawing is your passion? I mean, Thai sister, nobody is stopping you from trying to draw to get yourself a living. You can try! You can try! You can always try, right? Because, like, if you try to use drawing to keep yourself alive, there's no employer. You decide all the rules, right? Okay, Mars' advice is don't get a degree thinking it makes good money. Yours bioengineering and this is a very useful advice. Get a degree doesn't mean good money. Okay? Look at Basement. Yes, I'm roasting. Okay, when I joined Basement, I was like, Basement, look, you have a degree. I don't have that. Basement's like, this is a useless piece of paper. How am I? Pretty good. No, don't good. Oh, nepotism. Not the nepotism. Toilet paper. Sorry. Useless piece of toilet paper. Oh, pineapple pizza. Yum. Nice. Oh my gosh. And I really kind of hope that we have a really, really big, large, Zap army. So I can do funny posts like, how many Zaps think that degree is a useless piece of paper? And then, I can't wait to see, 98% of y'all say yes. Thank you so much, Angular Circus, for joining us at Barbie Gans. Depends though. Yeah, that's why I say 98%. But isn't it very interesting, trying to figure out what actually makes you get into a job minus nepotism? You think making an AI waifu chatbot is the way to go money-wise? Chatbots! Isn't that why a lot of people are currently you see, this is why ChatGPT does the subscription bull crap. They are earning money, alright? Maybe their customers is never the people who seek for help in their work office. Maybe their customers is just all the waifu AI chatbots along the way. Okay, that's how they get those subscriptions rolling in and bank their money. This is hard. God damn it, Angular Circus. Your underwater basket weaving. What? What? Basket weaving bachelor degree? Nani? Degree paper is important because it's 4 more years of study. No, Thai sister, do not. I hate. Why Pawwa Hanna AI when you can just yap with Pawwa right in front of you? Fear that one day chat AI will replace Zaps. Yo, don't let AI replace you, okay, Zaps? Thank you so much for the happy arigato. Do not get AI to replace you, little silly Zaps. You hear that? The real power is in front of you. Yeah. You don't need a phony. You don't need any fakes. Remember, only one power and only one Hana. Yes, trust. For real. Yeah, no cap. How do we know that you are the real power? Okay, chat. Tell me what to do. That you think that, yeah, this has to be power for real. What the? Sorry, another marshmallow came in. One time I need to go to pee at a workplace, but the toilet's already in use. Who wrote that? Give up. Shoo. Last time you tried to chat with AI, you in the grass. Then you're gonna have to see some Tobies give up. That's the real power. See? There you go. Easy. I thought you guys wanted me to like do impressions to prove that like, cause like only power can do stupid things like I'm gonna swing from the chandelier, from the chandelier. I gonna live. I will do stupid stuff like that. Thank you so much, Roscoe, for the bits. Arigato. Goes for free. Yup. You know what? Okay, hear me out. Fan art, me cosplaying as a toad. It's the real power! See? How are you? Please check if your DNA has some French in it. Ooh la la, no. Yeah, toad power. Because that's probably how toads think. For real. No cap. Okay, you know what, chat? I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream because I want to actually like talk to basement. Okay? Trust me, it's for you guys. Alright, it's for you guys. I have things that I want to like talk to basement. It's for you. Yeah. It's not basement that wants to find me. It's the other way. I want to talk to basement about something. Let's go. You can lie there. Don't cry, okay? When is the next stream? There's of course another next stream on this week, okay? That's why I say don't cry. Thank you so much, Roscoe, for the bits. Arigato, but don't cry. Don't cry. Why you crying? Don't cry, okay? With power make coffee, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna see you on it. Next block. 5 minutes ago, silly Arona. Do you accept freak pain? Go away, Arona! Thank you so much, Roscoe, for the super chat. Arigato. What the hell? I don't live. Oh, wait. The next stream will be on Thursday. Oh, that's going to be fun. Wait, this one. Is it this one? No. Hold up. Oh, pooey. Sorry. Next stream is on Friday. Go, man. Friday. Okay, we are going to have an art stream. Okay, a fun one. Trust me. For real. This one's gonna be fun. Friday. Okay, I'm gonna make y'all do house chores. Y'all gonna see what's going to happen. Okay. Price. See y'all next time. What do you mean? I'm. What do you mean by I'm going to forget about you guys? You know what? I'm just going to like. Okay, you know what? Okay, instead of me forgetting about you guys, how about y'all get traumatized? Take your pills. Hello, Lucky. Take your pills. Take your pills. Pawwawawa.